This is Minneapolis on a Wednesday night. And the question is, should we be worried? Welcome back to Should We Be Worried? Your source for questioning what's really going on behind the scenes and trying to make sense of it all. Thanks for tuning in. And in today's episode, we're talking about the protests that are happening in Minneapolis. We're going to check out a few clips of what has happened, and then we'll take a look at how local and national leaders are responding. Now, before we get into everything, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button. Yep, go ahead and hit it. Go ahead and hit the button. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when we upload new content. Sending love out there to all the subscribers, no matter what side you're on, regardless of whatever your skin color is, whatever your political beliefs are, or where you're from. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here and supporting the channel. Shout out to all the UK subscribers. It's gonna take us all thinking together to figure this out. Let's get right into it. It seems like the Minneapolis protests are starting to get out of control. Protesters reportedly broke into an ICE vehicle, I should say allegedly. Weapons were stolen and operational information is being spread across the internet. And people were setting off some serious fireworks. Let's take a look at what's going on.
No, it's this right here. It's this right here.
During, like the Bush Clinton, like kind of the Clinton year. Oh, we got fireworks going on. Get out of the area. Get back there. Oh, I got hit in the head really bad.
FBI ICE number 2, whatever else that says on it right there. These are challenge coins, whatever these all are. Look at all this stuff that was in there.
These challenge coins are items that face off.
Not that. Careful touching shit. Careful touching shit. What's all that? What's all that? No, what's all that? Area ID description. Okay, so it looks like descriptor cards. Yeah, it's been picked over pretty good. Yeah, they picked this shit clean. The other one they found another ID. Yeah, another ID's in there. So they're getting agent IDs right now. Finally got the document in there too. You want to eat one? You feed that. Oh boy. Oh my God, they got the entire. I got flight. I got light. Water. Come on. So a couple ICE vehicles here got ransacked and blocked. Point of notice is that apparently they got ICE's entire but they were carrying, I don't know why, whatever, but they were carrying their packet of their mission details of Minneapolis as a whole. And whoever, whatever. They should tell you how, not like the military they are, because I don't know, that's wild work. That's some paperwork you don't want to lose, especially in this environment.
Chad, they got their that document is their whole battle, like their battle plan out here, I guess. They got a hold of ICE's entire game plan for Minneapolis. They said in the packet. That's what Status Quo was reading. Okay, so that's what Status Quo might have been reading on their stream then. So, all right. You can see their radio in there. All the windows are smashed. A safety vest. Can't really see anything else. I'm gonna go to the other side. Looks like they got their
Alright guys, sorry for the noise in the background, but I'm in my vehicle with the heat on, it's freezing outside. But I want to tell you guys something. The FBI has posted a reward up to $100,000 for information on the people that broke into an ICE agent's vehicle. If you have not seen the video, it is on my TikTok page. Anyways, these people broke into an ICE agent's vehicle and obtained their property, including a rifle. Yeah, a rifle. And they also obtained documents stating ICE agents' names and addresses, which is concerning because some of these agents do have children and have family members living at these addresses. I hope and pray that they do not target these homes. So the FBI is taking it very seriously. They even said if you are harming any law enforcement, breaking into their vehicles or anything like that, they will hold you to the highest extent of the law. The thing is anybody going to snitch on who these people that broke into the vehicle? I don't know. I already know who obtained the documents from that vehicle. Pretty sure everybody does. It's all over the internet. She even says she took those documents. But things are getting out of hand. Again, this is $100,000, up to $100,000. What does that mean? It could be like $1,000 and they just be tricking you, trying to get information from you. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this, and as always, I'm gonna keep you guys updated.
I want to know what y'all are thinking about this. Some people believe there are paid protesters in the mix of all of it. Others believe this is valid activism in response to recent ICE actions. There are strong opinions on both sides, and I want to hear yours. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now let's take a look at how local and national leaders are responding.
Just in this morning, President Trump threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act over continued anti-ICE protests here in our state. Here is his full post from Truth Social saying, quote, "If the corrupt politicians of Minnesota don't obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE who are only trying to do their job, I will institute the Insurrection Act, which many presidents have done before me, and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state." This is after a night of intense protests in North Minneapolis following another shooting by an ICE agent.
Internet searches today include what is the Insurrection Act. So as a lawyer and expert focusing on issues of constitutional law and democracy, just define this act, and can Trump invoke this?
Here, the Insurrection Act authorizes the president, when it is invoked, to deploy military forces inside the United States to suppress insurrections or rebellion and domestic violence and to enforce the law in the United States. Troops are allowed to perform civilian law enforcement actions. So that means things like basic arrests, searches. Historically, this act has been used only very rarely, only 30 times in American history, historically in instances of severe civil unrest. So think the Civil War, think Reconstruction, think the Civil Rights Act era and the Civil Rights era, to enforce laws desegregating the schools, for example. One notable thing, though, it does not suspend the Constitution, which is to say, even though military forces are deployed, and unlike the earlier National Guard deployments that we've seen in the last 12 months, this would include active military members who would be engaged in civilian law enforcement on American streets.
The deployment of thousands of armed, mass DHS agents to Minnesota has done our state serious harm. This is, in essence, a federal invasion of the Twin Cities and Minnesota, and it must stop. DHS agents have sown chaos and terror across the metropolitan area and in cities across the state of Minnesota. Schools have gone onto lockdown. Entire districts have had to cancel school for tens of thousands of students to ensure safety and offer online education because of the students' and the parents' fear of coming into the school. Local businesses are struggling. Revenues are down. And some retail stores, daycares, and restaurants have actually closed because people are afraid to go out and to do their shopping, whether they're immigrants or whether they are citizens of many generations. This surge has made us less safe. Thousands of poorly trained, aggressive, and armed agents of the state, of the federal government have rolled into our communities, overwhelmed our local police departments, and law enforcement agencies should be focused on our public safety, but instead, many are dealing with the aftermath of DHS agents' chaos and violence.
All right, so there it is. There we have it. This is our world in January 2026. It feels like we're on the brink of something that looks a lot like a civil conflict, while AI is taking over jobs and the cost of living is through the roof. And like I always say, I still got to go to work in the morning. So what do you make of all of this? Is this activism? Is it escalation? Is it something being pushed from behind the scenes? Or is this just where we are as a society right now? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Much love to everybody caught in the middle of this all. Try not to let it divide us as a people. Please like and subscribe to stay connected, and let me know, should we be worried? Peace.